Alright, let's see if we can actually make this work. Ladies, gentlemen, miscellaneous entities of unknown and indeterminate origin. I am holding very still for a little bit while I test out FaceRig. This is a software package that was kickstarted last year. Monumental success, made a few $100,000 in backing. The earliest beta went out to backers last week. There was an update this week, I think Monday, to cover some problems. It's still very, very early. It's not even available on early access. It's available for pre-order right. I am testing it out. I was a low-level backer. I got a copy of the stock version. It is still very, very rudimentary, but well, I wouldn't say rudimentary. I would say it's more. It needs refinement and practice. The avatar we are using here is the Fluffo avatar, which is used for the Kickstarter pitch trailer of Indiegogo, one of the two. It was crowdsourced, one or the other. What FaceRig does is takes the input from a webcam and a microphone, or some thereof. I just found something on the ground and I don't even know what it is, and interprets it into an avatar space handling. You get some head motion, some facial tracking. It's got facial feature tracking, but it doesn't seem to work 100% on me. Well, actually, it seems to be tracking my eyes okay. I've been testing this software out throughout the day, and I've had some issues with it. It's very, very sensitive to light. This is dynamic lip syncing based on my microphone input. I think I'm using pitch shifting. My headphones broke. It's the most horrible thing. And as such, I can't listen to myself because I get feedback if I listen to the looping. I don't have picture-in-picture on, so I can't see exactly what my head is doing according to the camera. This is using a PlayStation Eye camera, the camera for the PlayStation 3, which has Windows drivers now. The microphone doesn't work well enough for lips, so I'm using a Blue Snowball. Oh, excuse me, which is my usual mic. I think I have pitch shifting on, very slight. The tracking seems to be doing okay. It does not like my face. It's also it has issues with ambient motion. It tries to convert my pillar fan behind me that I use to cool my room into sound because it picks it up on the mic and assumes my voice. Lip motion is not very fine, though I haven't messed with a lot of the more abstract settings, mostly the stats, to see what it's doing. I think the tracker confidence is how accurately it thinks it's tracking my face. It has some trouble with my stubble, too, I think. I haven't shaved in about a week, so it does sort of throw the facial tracking off. I don't have a good place for it in my room camera, so it's mostly just to play around with. Let's also take a look. There are several avatars, actors, whatever. There it goes again. If you move your head too far out of its scope, like you turn your head far and it loses your facial features, it gets confused. Fluffo is the default. There are several included in the package, and part of the problem is my camera to the left of my monitor. Oh, my hand in front of my face too. So when I turn to look at my monitor, it gets confused. This is Isla. This is the generic pretty woman, I guess. One of the problems it seems to have with me is I wear glasses, many of you know, and the glasses tend to throw the eye track off. It thinks my eyes are closed or I'm squinting when I'm not. But it does track blinking okay. It's doing better now that I don't have glare on my glass. Probably very weird to look at. We can flip down. This is Kathy. I will be frank, part of the push, the facial tracking on Kathy is pretty miserable. It doesn't actually, because her mouth is so small. Ah, wow. Very doge. Much squinting. Let me step tracking. That's a little better, I guess. The furries helped push this campaign really, really hard. They were really, really big into it because, well, the teaser avatar and the trailer and the crowdsourcing program trailer was Fluffo. Furry foot. Yay, I can talk like I'm a furry online. um, this is Fluffo with rudimentary fur physics on. They don't work very well. I'm going to actually move him to his apartment. What happened? Oh, look at that thing. There's a bunch in here. I didn't actually intend to go to this one. It's just a cat face. Again, this is a very simplistic face model, so you lose a lot of. Lord Burgor. This is an angry, talking cheeseburger. What more could you say about that than it says about itself? And there's actual human beings in here. Well, this is one of them. This is Danny the Wolf guy. Hi, I'm Danny. I'm still using pitch shifted audio that I set up for Fluffo if I have pitch shifter on. Right now, one of the things that gets me is there doesn't seem to be a way to actually save settings. So I periodically lose. Let's oh, he has multiple. They mostly change color. The lava bear. It's actually fine. This is their hardcore human thuggy front guy. Again, the facial tracking is okay, but I think it's actually having mostly trouble with my face and the fact that I talk really. There's an always look at the camera option by the avatar where he won't ever turn his eyes away, but because my eyes keep coming up as not looking at it, it doesn't work. Oh, this guy, whose facial motions don't actually seem to work. Various other options. A lot of the options are off at the moment. Like, there's options to directly record to a movie file, but they don't work yet. Fluffo. Redo the face. Pull open the options bar and go. Voice. Yeah, it's off.
Often you can't see what I'm doing over there because it's not happening. I like the pitch shifter with Fluffo. But otherwise it's still very much in progress. There's a lot of options that don't work. Saving doesn't work. And it seems to not be sure how to track when there's a lot of facial motion tied to lip sync. But it's still work very much in progress, and for $5, I definitely cannot argue with it. So this has been Flynn Church. I've been fucking around with FaceRig. Did you ever want to hear a cute little patty go, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, too, fuck you in the ass, fucking prick, fucking cat, twat, shit, brain, fuck. Well, now you have. It's Flynn Church, Church Flynn, Reverend, as always.